I'm Mark Richardson. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, welcome back to the channel. You joined me exactly where the last video left off at. So it's currently Tuesday morning. I was off yesterday. Went to a music festival up over the weekend. Lytham Festival, which is in the northern England. Saw Cast and Texas. Went with the wife and a couple of friends. So it was a good time. So I had a day off yesterday. Travelled home and caught up with some sleep. But anyways, we're back to it today. Digger's just doing his warm up. We're getting moved site this morning. It's going to be on for the same client, but just a different site. So I'm waiting for the Lola to turn up. He's already been on the phone. He's a little bit late this morning. Roads are closed everywhere apparently. So yeah, between the yard and here. So he's already had to make a U-turn and go a different way. So it'll be alright. The sun is shining. We left here on Friday in absolute torrential rain. Right. Even though it's Tuesday, I don't have Jensen with us today. The wife's got a day off today as well. So the little boy's had a day off today as well. But I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow. Right. Well, we've arrived at the new site, so we're going to be fixing up a road. It's quite a, I don't know how long is it? Mile and a half, something like that. Some of it's worse than other bits. So we've got the dump trailer here, and we're some of it's going to be to get relayed. Other bits is just going to be to reshape. So keep us going. We've got another digger over in the quarry. Now then, I did get dropped off here the other day, so it's a little bit delayed compared to the last clip, but as we were en route to site, the bloke who we're doing the job for had another little couple of jobs for us to do. Same site, just over there, so we're going to put in a bit of a hard standing for the harvesting lot and scraped a bit of a road, scraped some slither. And I accidentally slewed into a timber stack, so I've scuffed the back of the digger again. Right through there, look. Scuffed the sticker. Irritating. Never mind. I've got some paint. Right. And there's one of our other lads working up on here, Mounding, and you'll have probably seen that digger if you watch Ali's digger diary. He's been out and fixed that digger, put a new idler wheel on it, idler ram on it in the last couple of weeks. I can't remember which video it was. And this is the road that he keeps complaining about being too rough, so we're here to fix it for you. We're here to fix the road for you, Ali. Problem is, I don't think Lado's got much time left, so he might not be back in here for a while. Aye, right. Little boy's back today as well. Little gents. You alright, son? You say hello? Yeah, what you doing with your little chicken legs sticking out? Yeah. You happy to be back in the digger? Good boy. Right, we'll carry on up this track and we'll go to the far end and start working our way down. Got another load tipped out. It is very hot today. Very hot. It is absolutely scorching out here today. It's supposed to be the hottest day of the year apparently. Aye, well we haven't, it is getting rolled this road when we're finished. But I think it's still supposed to be hot next week. So might have to knock the rolling on the head for a couple of days until we it's had maybe a shower of rain on it. Otherwise it's just gonna be rattled up and not bind together. Flies. Right, I'll jump in and get that bit levelled off before he comes back. So the road upgrade's gone grand so far in the sun. We've made good progress so far. The lad on the tractor is away having a weekend away, so he's finished early today, but I've still got plenty to do while he's not here. This roadside ditch, so I am deepening this because it's not very deep. So I'm straddling it using the big bucket because it's not see, it's barely deep enough. This bit of road's alright. This doesn't need an upgrade. See, the ditch is barely a foot deep. So it's just where they've had a stacking bench. It was a deep ditch, but then I think when they've made the stacking bench to stack all the timber on, they've filled it in. So I'm just going along, digging it all out. I will, once I get past these logs, I'll throw some more of it back up there. Other of it just get thrown down here, and then when I do track down, it will get I will landscape it about when I track back down. So aye, just deepening it to the width of the bucket. Steady away, steady away. Right, get back in this digger where it's nice and cool, because it is roasting out here. Roasting. See, little boy. You nice and cool in here, son? Yeah? What's that big tongue hanging out your face, huh? He said, shut the door. It's too warm out there for me. He's a bit dusty. He's been at dinner time. I let him out for a piss and he was rolling around in the dust. Well, yeah. Right, let's get going. are, we've got that ditch dug out. This is a bit of road that we've upgraded as well, so it looks nice and tidy now. Road's upgraded, ditch cleaned out. I've still got the spoil to level out on the bottom side, but that's it for today. We're just packing up to go home. I've just had a look in the car at the temperature gauge, because the digger doesn't have one. I don't know why. Even the Deuce I used to have didn't have one in, and I bought a little aftermarket one where you stuck the temperature thing out on the roof. I should maybe get one of them for them. It's always quite good to see what temperature it is. And you only ever look for when it's hot or when it's really cold. But anyways, I've just looked at the temperature gauge in the car. 28 degrees. And I don't know whereabouts in the world you're watching this at, but for us, in me being Cumbria, Northern England, and then this being the Scottish borders, that's about as hot as it gets. That's about as hot as it gets up here. It's about as hot as I want. Now my sister lives in Perth, Australia, and she says it regularly gets to like mid-late 30s, 40, quite regular over there. It's like, no, that's way too hot for me. Little boy stood there waiting. Come on, stop talking. Get me in this car with the aircon on. Right, it's Friday night, time to go home. So, something a little bit different. It's currently Sunday afternoon, evening. What we're on? 5 o'clock Sunday night. We're down at Keswick. My father's been doing some round Baling. So he's just on with getting them picked up and led them in. So that's my father there. He's got his mate. He's come to give him a hand on his Kubota tractor. We're leading him to the other side of Keswick. Something a bit different. Well, Monday again, soon comes round, doesn't it? Had a little bit of rain through night as well, which will be just enough to keep the dust down. Man, I think there's been more at home than there has here. It's still quite dusty here at the moment. A couple of timber wagons coming in. Now they're extracting, they're going down that track, and they're felling that lump of trees, and they're getting loaded up on the other side of the hill. Oh, here we go. It's just started raining again. Aye. So, we've still got bits down there to patch up. Which, we're going to have the timber wagons on top of us, but it'll be alright. There's plenty of laybys down there to work. If you let them past, they'll be alright. They're not coming in that frequent. Aye, so machine's just doing its warm up. Kenny shouldn't be far away, don't have off the tractor. Done my pre-start checks and checked for birds' nests. And as for birds' nest, I do have, I brought some chicken wire, brought that last week. So I'm going to cut some of that up and put it on the inside of them vents. I don't have to do it on this one, but for example, I'll put it on the inside just so it looks a bit tidier. Aye, just to stop the pesky birds flying in, and so hopefully we don't set fire to the machine again. It's one of them things, isn't it? It's never happened to me before. It might never ever happen again, or could happen tomorrow. You never know. So I was going to do it last week, put the netting on, but it was just way too hot here last week, so I didn't bother. That was my excuse. Now today's excuse will be, oh, it's just going to be too wet. We'll get it done at some point. We'll get it put on. Might have a bit quieter day tomorrow. So I don't think we've got too much left. We've got a couple of days here. Just put all up there to fix, really. There's not any major bits to fully lay, so it's just more reshape and pothole fill. And then I've still got a few ditches up there to clean out. And then that's it, really. Yeah, so with it being Monday today, little Jensen's not with us. He's having a day off with the wife. So, aye. Right. We'll bash on. So I've finished with the tractor and dump trailer. He's now gone, and so I'm just going to put the beam on and start trimming up some of the roads. So for today, just finish the day off, I'll just put the beam on and just roughly go over everything again, because there's been a few timber wagons in, so they've kind of half rolled it a little bit, so I'll just go up and kind of tidy it up again with the grading beam, and then hopefully by the time we get it rolled tomorrow, that'll be it. She should be looking alright. So I am next to our other digger here, Mounding on the hill. The whole time we've been on this job, he has been up top of the hill, but at the moment he's just down near the bottom. So I don't know whether you can quite see it, but he has got the big grouses on. Look at that rain. He has got the big grouses on to help him on the steep banking. Aye. So I was hoping to maybe get a bit closer view to him, but he's never been anywhere near, and it's a bit too wet to go walking out there today. Like, look at that rain, it is getting terrible. Aye. So he's been busy mounding away. It's quite a big site, that one. I don't know exactly how big it is, but I think he's been in here for a few weeks. I don't think he's got much left to do. I think it's just what you can kind of see there, really. I think that's about all he's got left, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So, aye. Right, so we'll back on. Right, that's the job done. Got the road all graded up and everything. It's just rained all day. Been as miserable as anything. It did actually slacken off a little bit, maybe 20 minutes ago. Just as I was dieseling up and greasing up. Got the tracks dug out as well. So because it was dry, it's literally just started again. I thought, a little bit of time, I'll put the mesh over these vents. So even though it's just started raining, we're going to have a go. We'll do the one on the door panel first, because it might be the easiest. It's also the biggest, but it'll be the easiest. So we'll do that. The rains are getting even heavier. There we are, there's the top done. Still got it to bolt down yet. I was just about to do that side. And as I was just measuring up, I just remembered that there goes right along my bonnet, so if a bird did fly in there, it couldn't get into the engine bay, it would just go into the front of the radiator. So that's it done. There only is one place that can still get in, and that is still just around the exhaust, but I don't really want to put anything on there. It's just gonna have to, it'll be alright. It's gonna have to be. But say they're all blocked up now. There we go. I'm sure it looks very agricultural, but I am agricultural, so it'll be alright. That'll do. Right, we'll get the bonnet bolted back down, bar put back on. And we're home, because I'm getting wet. the road getting rolled, but I'm not on it. There's another lad on the tractor today because I'm on the digger that was in the quarry. It's going here, it's just started raining. Throwing out some mounds. So this lad here has been mounding this site. Couldn't get the diggers picked up. The wagon's in for a little bit of welding on the ramps on the trailer, so it's out of action today. I think it's supposed to be back on the road tomorrow. So I can't get the diggers moved, so just to put a day in, jump on the digger at the quarry, start to throw out a couple of mounds. That's today's job. Well, he's going backwards and forwards on the roller. Aye, right, I did have Jensen in the cab, but because I'm going up there, it's a little bit steeper up there and he doesn't like it. I think just with his back legs being a bit weak and wobbly, he slides around a lot more, and I think he can't, I'm out of breath after walking now. He can't sit still. So I've walked down there and I've put him in the Cabelco, so he can have a little nap in there and sit still rather than rocking around in here. So we'll jump back in here and we'll climb up here and we'll start throwing out some mounds since it started raining again. Right, let's bash on. There's the roller finished with. Way back to the yard. Right, might look to be a bit of an abrupt stop to the end of the video, but the last couple of days just been in the yard, and I don't like doing any recording in the yard just for like security and all that carry on. It's not my business, so can't really be showing around the boss's yard on the internet. I show enough of his job site, so I'll try not to show his house or his yard or anything like that. But what I will show you, because we're just doing a little bit of a yard extension, got the tree sheet put onto the rotor tilt. So the first time I've had it put on, yeah, these are a little bit long, but They say they normally go on it fixed, so they have to go up to the arm. But I just thought, I've got this one tree here to kind of prune and get rid of, so I thought I'll just put it on the rotor tilt. And it's going all right. It's a little bit slow at opening and shutting because it's going through there, and just with it being such a big ram, but it's doing all right. Got it all branches thrown in there. Yeah. So, aye. Looks quite good, handling it all right. Just stripped off some topsoil, and my son. So that's been it for the last couple of days. Little boy, look at his little face. And thank you very much to everybody asking about how he's doing with his hydrotherapy. He's doing all right. He's not getting better. So we kind of, it's one of them things, if you stop doing it, will you get worse? And then you start doing it again if you lost it. So it's one of them that we're just going on with it. We were hoping to get them a bit more frequent because we're going Saturdays. We were doing like one a month, but she's really not doing Saturdays through the summer. So he had one end of June, and his next one's not until September, unfortunately. But yeah, he's, if anything, the last couple of months he's maybe got a little bit worse, especially when it comes to like sitting. He's very chicken legs that just go all over the place, don't they, son? So unfortunately he is on bare minimum exercise. Goes out and just to do his business, and unfortunately that's about it. So there's no more walks or big exercise or anything like that really, unfortunately. But it still hasn't stopped him. He still wants to run around at 100 miles an hour. Like, he'll still have his zoomies and fly around the garden at 100 miles an hour, but then like the next day you can tell he definitely feels it. He's a bit achy and a bit sluggish. That's what he's been like today, because he was a bit psycho in the garden last night. So he's just been in here chilling out. Right, so I call it the end of the video, gents. So thank you very much for watching. If you can like, comment and subscribe and all of that carry on. And we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.